Hi, this is Samantha Elmer with PFF Productions, and I am here today with Jennifer Montgomery, a body painting artist. Before we start the interview, I just want to point out a couple of the obvious. Yes, we still have a 19 whatever ghetto microphone, but anybody who's willing to donate money, like $300, so we can get an actual one to stick on our shirts or whatever, is cool. And we've never met, but we actually dress alike, so it must have been a telepathic thing. But anyway, so to you now. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you doing?
Good. We're here today because you are a body paint artist, and I saw some of your work, and it's absolutely amazing. So just want to ask you a couple questions, like how did you actually get into body painting?
I started face painting 10 years ago, and I was looking for a way to expand my creativity, bigger canvases, but live canvases. So I reached out to some local photographers and started body painting, and that was about 4 years ago, and it just kind of grew from there.
Do you have any prior art experience? Was it something that you wanted to pursue as a career as you got older?
It wasn't something I thought of. I just kind of fell into it. I just did it. So it wasn't something that I said, okay, when I grow up, I'm going to be an artist, or I grow up, I'm going to be a face painter. I just knew I didn't want to be in a stuffy 9 to 5 job. I don't like people telling me what to do. And I have a lot of, independence, and I'm really good with directing myself and keeping myself motivated. So the art thing as a business has worked for me for the past 10 years.
Okay. Earlier when we were talking, you had mentioned that you would like to spend half the year in Key West and half the year here. Is it one of those snowbird situations where it's just because you just don't like the weather, or is there actually a good market down there for it?
There's a good market down there for it, and it's also a snowbird situation. And I just love the energy in Key West. It's just a lot of acceptance. There's very little, or if not any, judgment. And it's just a relaxed atmosphere. And I feel like my creativity just really blossoms down there. I just returned from body painting for Fantasy Fest, and it was just a tremendous experience. And it was my second visit to Key West, and I know I'm actually going back in January too. So my intention is to spend as much time as possible there and just network and just do it. So.
And out of all of the body painting that you've done, you said you've done Fantasy Fest, you say that you do events and stuff. What's your favorite thing to do with it?
I just like to let out the colors. Like, I think in color sometimes, like everything seems so bold and just like vivid, and I love fashion, and I just love to make people feel and look beautiful. So that's my motive. It's a good experience for me. It's a good experience for the person I'm painting, and it's just fun, and I love to see people feel so happy in their skin. I think in our society we're definitely bombarded with images that are designed to make us feel bad about ourselves. And I love the look a woman has on her face when she looks in the mirror and she's just happy in her skin, because I think we all should be. And I think that it's just an overpowering feeling, and it's definitely positive.
Cool. What would you say the biggest challenge has been for you with the body painting?
Getting people to paint, because it's not like painting on canvas. So obviously you have to have a person that's willing to be painted. And of course you're in a vulnerable spot because you're nude or close to nude. So I don't have as many opportunities to paint exactly what I want to all the time. It's not like I can say, okay, I want to paint a body today. I have to actually have a willing participant. So yeah. I would say the biggest challenge.
That surprises me, because I'd totally be up for getting that. I think it's interesting. So I guess, yeah, it is one of those things you have to be comfortable with yourself. Mm-hmm. And I guess also the energy that you give off with people can help them be a little bit more comfortable and open to having it done. So you had a book of some of your stuff, and I just wanted to know if you had any particular pieces that you liked more than the others.
Well, this is my latest one that we shot professionally in a studio, and it's a favorite of mine because I love the colors, I love the gold in it, and I love the way that I painted her face. I just love the cat look, and I think it worked with the background that we used, and just the whole thing all together. Here's another shot of it, but it's bold. I think it's classy and sexy at the same time, and I think that the model wore it really well, and it's just definitely a favorite that I recently painted. I do have some others as well, but that was definitely it was fun. It was a good experience, and I was definitely happy with the outcome when we were finished.
The colors are extremely beautiful. One more question regarding that, though, and the painting itself. Is there something that you have a dream that you want to paint, or is there something that you have a vision in your mind that you eventually have to work towards, or do they just come to you as you go?
They come as I go. I don't really like plan designs out much in advance because it seems to change based on the energy of the person I'm painting and like the environment around us. So like I'm really into bold colors because I like to be outside. I like tropical Caribbean type locations, and that's kind of like how I think I have a sort of a sunny personality. So I think that comes out in my painting where I'm not. I paint to make a like to flatter the person I'm painting. So it's kind of hard to plan out a design because that may not necessarily work on their body type. So I want them to look good, and I want the artwork to look good on them. So too much planning, it just kind of, for me, it kind of kills it.
Well, she was a featured artist at Philly Raw, and so her work is just amazing. And is there ways that people can get in touch with you if they would like to have you work for them, or?
Absolutely. I have a website. It's www.jennifermontgomery.net. I also can be found on Facebook, Jennifer Montgomery Artist. And my business is called Crazy Faces Face Painting. So you can also find me on the web there as well.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much, Jennifer. Is there anything else that you wanted to add or anything you wanted to say?
I just want to say thank you to both you and Alan for coming out today and giving me the opportunity to just spread the word about my art, and thank you for the support.
You're welcome. It was great meeting